Wuthering Waves, Genshin Impact. Drama, as you already knew was going to happen. But I want you to listen if you are a Genshin player, and I want you to listen if you are a WoWa player. No matter what game you play, no matter what you think is better, it doesn't take away from the fact that on both games you've probably had fun. Let's not come out here and act like when we were playing Genshin Impact, we didn't have fun on Genshin Impact, for the first week, then maybe the first month, then really the first year, then maybe 2 years, and then by the third year, that's when we started to realize, damn, I just wasted 2 years. Maybe I just wasted a year. Maybe I just wasted a month. Maybe I just wasted a week. And you are entitled to if you did feel like that. Now, Wuthering Wave players, let's not act like y'all didn't just come from Genshin, or you quit Genshin a while ago and been waiting for a game to finally surpass Genshin. And now that Wu was here, the combat is better, there's more content. Maybe to some of you guys, the characters look cooler. There's more to do. And again, that's your opinion. Take it from someone who is not a Genshin hater and someone who feels neutral about this game. I'm not saying because you dislike Genshin, you can't like WoWa. And I'm not saying because you dislike WoWa, you can't like Genshin. But brother, listen and listen well. There is no need for two communities to come after each other. There is no reason why someone who plays Genshin Impact should be on a WoWa video spreading the gospel about Genshin. And there should be no reason why someone on WoWa is going to a Genshin video spreading the gospel about WoWa. If you like your game, play your game. Me, when I dislike something, I ignore it. I've never seen, and this is more for the Genshin haters, I have never seen a game that so much people claim to dislike be talked about as much. And that's just the reality. Again, I'm not saying you cannot talk about Genshin. I'm just simply stating that for something you dislike, whoever you are, if you are a Genshin hater, if you actively consider yourself to be a Genshin hater, I want you to know that Genshin might be living rent-free in your head. And listen, brother, it's okay. It's okay if Genshin lives rent-free in your head. I understand you played the game, you've been abused by the development team. But at the same time, there's this saying, it's an English saying. It goes, when the devs look away, the oomfies come to play. Did you just hear what I said? When the devs look away, the oomfies come to play. Now, brother, say it loud. Why is it that for a game that the developers are not treating the community right, you stick by? This is for my Genshin players. Why is it that when a game's development team, when they look the other way for all your questions, they don't even give you any answers, you decide to still support? Now, like I said, what you play is what you play. It has nothing to do with me, and it has nothing to do with anybody who plays WoWa, vice versa. But think, because at the end of the day, you could be 6'4", you could be really buff, but you are a small man. Muhammad taught me that. You're a small man. Now, in all reality, I do think this drama is 4 minutes of your time. I do think this drama is stupid. I do think it's pointless. There is literally no reason why, not even a week in the game, and the biggest drama already comes from another community, right? I get it that WoWa's target audience were obviously people who played Genshin or people who are into the game like Genshin, or into a game like Genshin, but The fact that there's real life drama, real life beef between two communities because a new game is here, I get it. There's definitely a lot of people out there. Don't get it twisted now. There are definitely a lot of people there who genuinely hate Genshin and are overhyping Wuthering Waves. Does Wuthering Waves deserve the hype? Yes. Should it be overhyped? I don't think so, personally. I don't. Because, like I say it all the time, I consider Wuthering Waves to be an advanced Genshin. Whether you want to hear it or not, right? It's the same way as you say what Genshin Impact is a gacha version of Breath of the Wild. It's just the truth. The content might be a bit better in Wuthering Waves. The combat might be slightly better than Wuthering Waves. But at the end of the day, Wuthering Waves used Genshin to make its game. It used Genshin Impact as a blueprint to create its game. And if you generally think that they just decided to cook up this game without using any inspiration from Genshin, any type of thing from Genshin, brother, you are confused. Very confused. And it's not a problem, right? It's the same. You don't ever hear me saying, you know what, Genshin is, pathetic because they copied Breath of the Wild. It's a reference. I see it as, it's just a reference. It's like if I was to create my own custom Dragon Ball character, but I use Goku as a reference. Would you just start going to me and start saying, oh, your character is just a Goku copy? I mean, yeah, it may look like Goku a bit, because I use Goku as a reference to create my own character. And that's what Wuwa is. So, besides all the jokes in this video, the motivational speak, maybe the motivational OST in the background, I want you to genuinely understand that whether you're an Umfi or a Woomfi, doesn't really change the fact that at the end of the day, you decide what you want to play. And if you decide you want to play Genshin, play Genshin. If you decide you want to play Wuwa, play Wuwa. But there should never be a problem between the two. Genshin and Wuwa, they could be competitions. Heck, you can compare the games, right? That's not a problem. I don't think it's a problem for you to say, you know what, I played Genshin, I played Wuthering Waves, but I think Wuthering Waves has better combat. That's not a problem. I don't think it's a problem to say, I looked at the character designs of the characters in Genshin and the character designs in Wuthering Waves, and I think Genshin has better character designs. It's not a problem. The problem is when you're Umfi coming to Woomfies and telling Woomfies that they're wasting their time on a new game because it's a Genshin copy. And it's a problem for the Woomfies to go out of their way to find Umfies to let the Umfies know that they wasted their whole time on Genshin Impact, regardless if they enjoy it or not. Brother, please. Brother, say it loud and say it with me. Gacha peace needs to be together. Because without the gacha, you will have a hard time finding peace. And without the peace, you won't even be playing a gacha. Thank you so much. Brother, say his name and say it loud.